In this video, I'm talking about 6 ways that the wealthy think differently than the poor. Let's jump straight into it. Number 1, long-term versus short-term thinking. Wealthy think, how will this decision impact me 5 to 10 years from now? The poor think, how can I survive the next few days? The wealthy delay gratification. They invest time, money, and energy into things that compound, where the poor think instant results. What is going to do the best for me right now, right? And that's everything. And these are always going to give you 2 completely different answers. If I said, hey, I'm hungry, well, now I have unlimited options, right? I can go to McDonald's, I can go to an Asian restaurant, I can go, eat leftover food from last night. There's so many different things that I can do, right? Well, the thing that's going to make the best decision is thinking, okay, yeah, here's all the food places that I like. Here's all the things that would taste good. But here are the things that are going to get me to my nutrition goals in the future, right? I can go to McDonald's right now and it'll be delicious, but I'm going to be further away from the goals that I have set for my life. So first, long-term thinking. And you want to do that kind of thinking in everything that you do, all across the board. Number 2, mindset of ownership versus consumerism. The wealthy think, how can I own it? The poor think, how can I buy it? The wealthy think in terms of equity, buying businesses, shares, or assets. The poor often think in terms of spending, buying things that lose value fast, cars, clothes, stuff like that. You want to be thinking, what's an asset versus a liability? Your goal is to buy less liabilities and more assets. And when I say asset, something as simple as a camera can be an asset if used correctly. While also something like a camera could also be a liability if you don't use it accordingly. So understand that everything that you buy, everything that you do is a tool to hopefully get you closer to your goal. And that's what determines if it's an asset or a liability. If you're not in real estate and you don't plan on flipping houses, there's no point to go buy a bunch of houses. That's a liability at that point, right? But if you want to get into real estate, you want to buy homes and rent them out or sell them or do whatever, then that can be an asset. Same purchase, different uses, right? Number 3, money as a tool versus a goal. Man, this one right here always hits home for me. The wealthy thinks money is a servant. Poor think money is a prize. Rich people use money to build systems and freedom. Poor people chase money without purpose, leading to burnout or impulsive decisions. Money is a tool, a servant. It's a thing that you use to get to where you want to go. That's it. It's money is just something that says, hey, here it's the most valuable thing that you can use to get the real tools you need to build the life you want. Right? Again, if I wanted to go and get into real estate, well, obviously I can't buy real estate with my looks, so I gotta buy real estate with money. If I wanted to get into content creation and start posting 4K videos and making all this awesome stuff, well, obviously I can't go buy a camera with my looks. I have to go get money to buy the camera to go create the content. And so you have to see the money as a tool, not as a prize. The goal is to just accumulate a bunch of money. It's not the goal. The goal is to live out your purpose and do the stuff that you actually dream about doing. Number 4, investing in self-education versus entertainment. Wealthy think, how can I grow and evolve daily? The poor think, how can I escape and be entertained today? The rich read, listen, and learn constantly. The poor often stop learning after school and use free time for mindless consumption, scrolling, watching Netflix, binge watching shows, all that kind of stuff. Guys, everything you do should be moving you closer to some goal that you have in life. I will not go and I don't really watch, like I like Netflix, don't get me wrong. There's some good stuff on Netflix. But I won't watch Netflix if I'm not watching it with my wife. Like there's just no reason for me to watch it. If I do scroll, I know if I scroll on my phone, I'm also using that to spend time with my wife. Like literally I don't scroll unless I'm sending stuff to my wife. And then or because I follow certain people and certain channels, that also is me developing. So I have pages that I follow that are, more mindset, motivation, blah, 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 money focus and stuff like that. So I am learning through those different things, but then also, I also use my social media I use my social media as a tool, I guess is what I'm saying. So there's a good side of consuming, and then there's a terrible side of consuming. If you're just on there to consume and you're like just watching memes and funny crap and you're just wasting hours and hours and hours of your day, like, get off. You're literally wasting your time. However, there's ways to use social media and ways to use these entertainment tools to make your life better, especially if you're going to use them as an investment. If you're going to watch these shows anyway, like, just start a YouTube channel and review at least. That's like the least that you could do. At least find a way to turn it into some type of business. Number 5, problem solvers versus problem avoiders. Wealthy think, how can I solve this problem for others and get paid? Poor think, how can I avoid this problem or wait for someone else to fix it? Wealth is built by solving problems at scale. Poor thinking avoids risk, avoids pain, and avoids responsibility. That's huge. Your wealth is built by solving problems at scale. Every job that exists is because someone needs to fix something, right? I've worked as a recruiter for 9 years. My goal is that my job is someone doesn't have a job and they need to get a job. And my job, literally as a recruiter, is to bridge that gap. Heck, if you look at Walmart, right? The reason why Walmart exists is because they have everything in one place. So if you want anything, you go to that place, and that bridge was Walmart. So like if you wanted a broom, right? Instead of you having to call this company and do all this stuff and have them ship it to you, Walmart's in the middle. They take that, put you there, and because they have so many customers, it's all in one place. And so Walmart fixed that issue of people having to go to 12 different companies for groceries or for just stuff. You see what I'm saying? So everything that exists was once a problem that is now fixed by that company or by that whatever it may be. And so your goal to create wealth is to find a problem and fix it. That's literally it, and do that at scale. And last but not least, number 6, net worth focus versus paycheck focus. Wealthy think, how much am I worth in assets, cash flow, and investments? Poor people think, how much do I make per hour or per week? Wealthy people measure their progress by what they own and build. The poor focus on how much they earn and spend. Simple as that. Now, obviously, on both sides, you are going to be thinking about how much you earn and spend. However, the poor don't have anything that they own or build. And so with the wealth, they own and build things, and therefore they're able to earn and spend more than someone that's poor. And so hope this video helps. Actually, let me go back through all 6 of these things again for you, just so that you don't forget. Number 1 was long-term thinking versus short-term thinking. Number 2, mindset of ownership versus consumerism. Number 3, money as a tool versus a goal. Number 4, investing in self-education versus entertainment. Number 5, problem solvers versus problem avoiders. And last but not least, number 6, net worth focus versus paycheck focus. So with that, guys, those are the 6 ways the wealthy think differently than the poor. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.